PiCoin holders are wondering, can Pi Network make a comeback in 2025? I've asked myself the same question, which is why I've gathered 5 bold moves that could change everything. Pi Network, once hailed as one of the most promising crypto projects in the Web3 space, has experienced a roller coaster trajectory. From explosive growth and global community engagement to delays and skepticism, its path has been anything but linear. So, pioneer. If you've been mining Pi coins wondering if this project will ever see daylight, what I'm about to reveal could completely change your perspective. Pi Network is positioning for the most dramatic comeback story in crypto history, and I have exclusive insights on game-changing strategies that could transform everything in 2025. Before we continue, I want to hear from you. If PiCoin launched on major exchanges tomorrow, would you be ready to use it for real purchases? Or would you just trade it? How many businesses in your local area have you personally approached about accepting PiCoin, and what was their reaction? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Your honest answers help all of us understand where our community really stands. Let's now greet and welcome PI pioneers from every corner of our incredible planet. Whether you're watching from Lagos, Silicon Valley, London, or anywhere in between, this community spans the globe like no other crypto project. Before diving deep, please join our community by click subscribe button and ring notification bell if you haven't already, so you never miss an update. Also, comment Pi Network to the moon along with your country to show the world just how massive and united our pioneer movement really is across every continent. I'm Nathan as usual, and using the information you see on this website, I'm bringing you the key reasons why Pi Network is set to make a comeback. The current challenging period, with PiCoin's price dropping to below $0.5, is actually nothing unusual in the cryptocurrency world. It has happened to many other coins before. Also, I'm breaking down the most comprehensive Pi Network analysis you'll find anywhere on YouTube. We'll explore why the prolonged enclosed mainnet phase might actually be Pi Network's secret weapon, how the project could leapfrog established cryptocurrencies, and why delays everyone complains about could be setting up the most explosive launch in Web3 history. By the end, you'll understand exactly why 2025 isn't just another year for Pi Network, it's the year everything changes. Let's address what everyone's talking about, but no one truly understands. Pi Network has been criticized for its extended development timeline, with skeptics calling it vaporware and disappointed miners abandoning their daily claims. But here's what critics are missing completely. While other crypto projects rush to market with half-baked solutions and unsustainable tokenomics, Pi Network has been methodically building something far more substantial. The enclosed mainnet phase isn't a delay, it's a strategic advantage. While competitors fought for market share in oversaturated space, Pi Network quietly assembled the largest verified user base in crypto history. Over 35 million pioneers have gone through KYC verification, creating an unprecedented foundation for real-world adoption. This isn't just another speculative token launch. This is the birth of a genuine digital economy with built-in participants ready to transact from day one. The first transformational move that could change everything is the strategic launch of the open mainnet, but not how most people expect. This isn't just about flipping a switch and enabling external transactions. Pi Network must orchestrate this launch like a master chess player, timing every move for maximum impact. The beauty lies in methodical preparation. While other projects launch with technical vulnerabilities and security holes, Pi Network spent years stress testing their infrastructure. The KYC verification process, which frustrated many users, actually created the most legitimate user base in cryptocurrency. When the open mainnet launches, it won't be plagued by bot accounts, fake users, or wash trading that destroys other projects. Here's the strategic genius. Pi Network can launch with immediate utility instead of hoping developers will build applications later. The extended development period allowed for parallel ecosystem development, meaning real applications and use cases will be ready on launch day. This approach could position Pi Network as the first cryptocurrency to achieve meaningful adoption velocity from the moment of public trading. Building an application ecosystem that goes far beyond typical blockchain projects represents the second game-changing strategy. Most cryptocurrencies launch with grand promises about developer adoption, then struggle for years to attract meaningful applications. Pi Network has the opportunity to completely reverse this paradigm. Pi Network's vision extends far beyond simple cryptocurrency mining. The platform supports peer-to-peer trading and community-driven commerce that allows users to exchange PiCoin for goods, services, and other digital assets within a rapidly expanding global network. This decentralized marketplace reflects Pi Network's commitment to real-world utility and economic empowerment, not just speculative trading. As the ecosystem continues to mature, Pi Network is actively working toward integration with external exchanges and merchant platforms, developments that will dramatically enhance liquidity and usability. These aren't distant promises, but concrete steps toward positioning PiCoin as a viable medium of exchange in both digital and physical environments. We're talking about a future where your daily PiCoin mining translates into real purchasing power for everything from groceries to global commerce. Web3 represents the next generation of internet infrastructure, an open and decentralized framework where users maintain complete control over their data, identities, and digital assets. Pi Network isn't just aligned with this vision, it's actively building the tools and infrastructure that make Web3 engagement accessible to everyday users without technical backgrounds. The Pi browser serves as a gateway to decentralized applications and services, allowing users to interact with the broader Web3 ecosystem without relying on centralized intermediaries. Pi domains provide blockchain-based identifiers for secure navigation, while smart contracts enable programmable transactions and automation that put financial control directly into users' hands. The digital identity features supports secure and verifiable user credentials, creating a foundation for trustless interactions across the entire ecosystem. These aren't just technical features, they're the building blocks of a new internet where users own their digital lives instead of renting them from big tech corporations. PiCoin represents a fundamentally different approach to digital assets. Unlike speculative tokens that derive value from market hype and investor sentiment, PiCoin is designed for utility and scalability. It facilitates real transactions, rewards meaningful participation, and powers decentralized applications that serve genuine user needs. The value of PiCoin is tied directly to real-world activity and community growth, making it a sustainable asset in the Web3 economy rather than another speculative bubble waiting to burst. As adoption increases, PiCoin is positioned to play a central role in digital commerce, identity verification, and decentralized governance systems that put decision-making power back into the hands of users. In an era of increasing digital risk and data breaches, Pi Network prioritizes security and transparency through robust encryption, decentralized validation, and user-controlled data protocols that protect both assets and personal information. Users can verify transactions, manage their digital identities, and participate in network governance with complete confidence in the system's integrity. This trust-based model is absolutely essential for long-term adoption and reflects the ethical foundation that drives Pi Network's mission. We're not just talking about secure transactions, but about building a financial system that users can trust with their economic futures. Pi Network understands that true financial revolution requires more than just new technology. It requires educated users who understand the systems they're participating in. Through comprehensive tutorials, active community forums, and extensive developer resources, the platform educates users about blockchain technology, crypto economics, and Web3 principles that empower them to make informed decisions and contribute meaningfully to the ecosystem's growth. This emphasis on education supports the development of local initiatives and entrepreneurial ventures that expand Pi Network's impact far beyond digital boundaries into real-world economic development and community building. Pi Network's roadmap includes several transformative milestones that will strengthen the platform's infrastructure and support its evolution into a comprehensive Web3 hub. The completion of the open mainnet launch represents just the beginning of this journey. Integration with external exchanges and merchant platforms will provide the liquidity and accessibility that transform PiCoin from an experimental digital asset into a practical medium of exchange. The expansion of decentralized applications and services will create an entire economy built on Pi Network's foundation, while enhanced smart contract functionality will enable increasingly sophisticated financial instruments and automated systems. The development of governance and voting mechanisms will ensure that Pi Network remains true to its community-driven principles as it grows and evolves. The extended timeline allowed Pi Network to cultivate relationships with developers worldwide, offering them unprecedented access to a verified user base hungry for applications. Instead of building applications hoping users will come, Pi developers are building for users who are already there, already engaged, and already committed to the ecosystem. The real revolution comes from Pi Network's approach to application development. Unlike Ethereum or other platforms requiring complex smart contract programming, Pi Network is developing user-friendly tools that allow traditional app developers to easily integrate blockchain functionality. This democratization of blockchain development could unleash a tsunami of applications that actually solve real-world problems instead of existing purely for speculation. Achieving merchant adoption at a scale never seen in cryptocurrency history could be the most revolutionary strategic move. Here's why this could work for Pi Network when it failed for virtually every other crypto project. Bitcoin spent over a decade trying to convince merchants to accept it as payment, with limited success due to volatility, complexity, and tiny user bases. Pi Network enters this space with massive advantages that didn't exist for previous cryptocurrencies. They have 35 million verified users spread across every continent, creating instant market demand for any business that accepts PiCoin. The strategic brilliance goes deeper. Pi Network can leverage its global community to create grassroots merchant adoption campaigns that cost virtually nothing but generate enormous impact. Imagine millions of Pi pioneers simultaneously requesting their local businesses to accept PiCoin. This distributed marketing approach could achieve in months what traditional crypto projects couldn't accomplish in years. Addressing the elephant in the room that could make or break Pi Network's future involves rebuilding and maintaining community trust through radical transparency. The extended development period has tested many pioneers' patience, and some have questioned whether the project will ever deliver on its promises. Pi Network must embrace a level of transparency that goes far beyond typical crypto projects. This means regular development updates with specific timelines, open source code releases that allow independent verification, and honest acknowledgement of challenges and setbacks. The community has shown incredible loyalty through years of uncertainty, and that loyalty deserves respect through complete transparency. The strategic advantage of radical transparency is that it builds the kind of community trust that money can't buy. When users trust a project completely, they become evangelists, advocates, and defenders. They recommend it to friends, businesses, and family members. This organic growth powered by genuine trust could propel Pi Network to adoption levels that no marketing budget could achieve. Positioning Pi Network as the cryptocurrency that regulators trust and institutions embrace represents perhaps the most crucial strategy. While other projects fight regulatory battles or operate in legal gray areas, Pi Network has the opportunity to become the gold standard for compliant cryptocurrency operations. The extended KYC process, which frustrated many users, actually demonstrates Pi Network's commitment to regulatory compliance from the beginning. This proactive approach to user verification puts Pi Network ahead of competitors who will struggle to implement compliance measures retroactively. When regulators look for examples of responsible cryptocurrency development, Pi Network could be the shining example they point to. Regulatory compliance isn't just about avoiding problems, it's about unlocking opportunities. Banks, payment processors, and traditional financial institutions are much more likely to integrate with cryptocurrencies that demonstrate clear regulatory compliance. This could give Pi Network access to traditional financial infrastructure that remains closed to other cryptocurrencies. If these strategies are executed successfully, we're looking at the most dramatic cryptocurrency transformation in history. Pi Network could evolve from a mining app that people check daily into a comprehensive financial ecosystem that people live within daily. Imagine this scenario. You wake up and check the Pi Network super app, which shows your PiCoin balance has grown overnight through network staking rewards. You order breakfast from a local restaurant using PiCoin, then catch a rideshare that accepts Pi payment. At work, your employer offers PiCoin as a payment option for your salary. In the evening, you invest some PiCoin in a decentralized finance application built specifically for the Pi ecosystem, earning additional rewards while you sleep. This isn't fantasy, it's entirely possible with proper execution.